This 6-year-old boy saved his sister's life, but what happened after will make you cry. On July 8th, 6-year-old Bridget was playing with his little sister in their backyard when a stray German Shepherd broke through the fence. The dog charged his little sister, but Bridget jumped in front of her to save her. After getting bit several times on his face and head, he grabbed his little sister's hand and ran with her to keep her safe. He went through 3 surgeries and received 90 stitches, saying that if someone had to die that day, he'd want it to be him. Turns out Bridget was a huge Avengers fan. So Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, actually FaceTimed Bridget to thank him for being a hero and is even sending him a Captain America shield. Then Robert Downey Jr., who plays Iron Man, also reached out to Bridget. And even Tom Holland FaceTimed him, saying that he could visit the set anytime. This kid really is a hero.
This young man was made fun of every single day for believing in God. And one day, his captain wanted to make fun of him in front of everyone. So he calls the soldier over and asks him to move the Jeep. The soldier replies with, "But sir, I don't know how to drive." The captain hands him the keys and says, "Well then ask your God to show you how, since he's real." The soldier takes the keys, he walks over to the Jeep, and he sits in there for a minute and prays. He then moves the Jeep exactly where his captain had asked him to move it. He gets out of the Jeep, he looks over at his captain and all the other soldiers, and they were all crying. The soldier asked, "Why are you guys crying?" The captain replied with, "Come here and let me show you." He opens up the hood, and when he looks down, there was no engine. So he asked the soldier, "Please show me your God. Show me how he is real. How is this even possible? Let us all see the truth. If you believe in miracles, share this with someone that you know needs to see this."
Everyone was told not to touch this cat, but when one man didn't listen, it changed his life forever. This is Ugly. He was abandoned by his owner and was forced to live on the streets. Ugly only had one eye, his tail was missing, and his leg was horribly deformed. The kids in the area were told not to touch him, and some people even threw rocks at him. But one day, Ugly was attacked by 2 German Shepherds and left severely injured. A man that was walking by saw him suffering, so he brought him back to his apartment to try and save his life. Gasping for air, Ugly purred at the man and even snuggled up to him to show his affection. But sadly, Ugly took his last breath in the man's arms and then died. The man was heartbroken that Ugly was treated so horribly, even though he was kind and loving to everyone else. The man learned a valuable lesson that day, that it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, but it matters what you have on the inside. And if you want to take care of your own cat, then download the Crazy Cat game. Links in my bio if you want to play too.
This young girl was shot directly in the head and immediately after got sent to the hospital. Many doctors said she wasn't going to live, and if she did, she was going to be completely brain dead. But with the power of God, you won't believe what happened. It was a Friday night and she was out hanging out with friends. They went to a party that a lot of people said she shouldn't have gone to. It was around 2 o'clock in the morning and they were all headed back home, luckily being safe at the party. When they headed back home, they ended up going to the wrong house. When they walked up to the front door, this young girl was opened fire to by a gentleman who had shot her right in the head. She was rushed to the hospital, and weeks being on her hospital bed, people from the community were praying for her, hoping for her full recovery. And about a year went by, and she was able to make a full recovery, being able to walk again and even receive her diploma with the power of God and praying every single day. If you believe in God and believe in miracles, share this with someone that you think needs to see this.
You've lost your way.
Yeah, I will leave the light on.
This is why you should never change your body. This is Emily Nguyen. After high school, she wanted to get breast implants, but nobody could have predicted what happened next. She was put under anesthesia and the doctors left the room for 15 minutes. When they came back, they found her blue and in a coma-like state. They left her there for 4 hours before calling an ambulance. When Emily woke up, she could barely talk or even move. Her parents believe she's either gone or trapped in her own body. But the doctors think she's gone forever. Just remember, everybody's beautiful just the way they are.
I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind.
The day after you said goodbye, all I did was lay in bed and cry. But after 1 month I started to move on, and after 2 I felt alright. Then 3 months in, you were off my mind. And month 4 and 5, I was living my life. I was better and didn't have to try not to think of you until you reached out and